So I have a print here that I had done some sheen collé and one layer of monotype transfer, and it still felt unresolved and a little bit too washed out. So I went ahead and, since there was still a ghost image on the monotype plate that I used to print it, I just went back and added a little bit more ink. I think I may need to do this a few times, but I wanted to bring a little more clarity to where the handle of the umbrella is and a little bit more depth in the background area. So this time, I think instead of trying to get the paper to line up on top of the monotype plate, I'm going to try laying the monotype plate on top of the print and seeing how that goes. The paper's dried a little bit since I printed the first color, so I'm going to use this little mister and just try to spray a little bit of moisture on there. I don't want to saturate it, but I do want to try to give it a little bit more of a receptive surface. So it's going to start to buckle up a little bit. And then the other thing I was concerned about is I don't know exactly where these edges need to end. So I think what I'll do is I'll just mask it out on the actual print and try to get this nice and straight. And then I should be able to drop the monotype plate over that and not have to worry about lining up those edges exactly. So I'll use a little bit of painter's tape to tack those strips of newsprint down just while I'm printing it. Now let's see if we can get this position down. I'm mostly worried about getting that piece of umbrella in the right spot. And we'll just burnish really hard from this side, see how it works. We might have to flip it over and do a little bit of work from the back side too. Peek at our progress. Okay. Alright, let's lift it off and we'll remove the margins. See where the tape pulled up a little bit of the damp paper there, but you can just gently smooth it down with a clean fingernail and you don't notice it. So I think that helps a little bit. There's a starting to get a little bit richer in here. It's still kind of washed out, but I think it's an improvement over the first draft. So you could continue to overprint until you're happy with the amount of color that you get there. You could add more layers of sheen collé if you needed to. If it still seems like it needs some more work, you could add another kind of plate, like a relief block, craft foam, or some other layer involved there too. And then you can always add a little bit of hand coloring if it feels like it really needs it. But I want you to try to do as much as you can through the printing process first, and then only resort to hand coloring in small areas just to kind of really pop out the last bit of detail. We'll talk to you later.